Welcome to the man BMW camshaft flash engine, electronic engines, MEC engine. Here, module 3, we will discuss hydraulic power supply. Hydraulic power supply because the actuation of the FOPB, exhaust valve, cylinder lubrication is all carried out by hydraulic pressure, not by the mechanical force as was in the conventional engine because there no cam, no camshaft, no drive shaft, no nothing. So naturally hydraulic pressure is used. All right. So working of exhaust valve actuator. Now see the schematic diagram below and study it for a while. Again, I just a reminder, upward movement of fuel is proportional, leads to fuel injection. Downward movement of fuel valve, on off valve, lead to exhaust valve opening. Okay. When it is time for the exhaust valve to open, CCU sends a command signal to fuel, directed by ECU. ECU is the boss, commander of the respective unit, and when fuel moves downward, the pressurized hydraulic oil finds its way, enters below the two-stage piston, moving it upward. All right. First step, lower, two-step. On top of the second stage piston of the exhaust valve actuator, system oil is present, as usual in the present convention engine also. This hydraulic, this system oil which is present, basically it's a hydraulic push rod, is get pressurized, causing the build-up of the pressure in the hydraulic push rod to open the exhaust valve. That opens the exhaust valve. All right. Now again, when the fuel move downwards, hydraulic oil passes through this spool and goes to underside of the two-stage piston. Smaller piston, bigger piston. And when it moves up, there is a system oil in the hydraulic push rod, and it opens the hydraulic exhaust valve. And when the fuel moves downwards, the pressure of the oil passage gets blocked. Hydraulic pressurized oil has nowhere to go, and the hydraulic oil, which were trapped below the piston, number one strap piston, that comes down, drains out to the sump. Okay, two piston quickly drains out and goes to the sump. Exhaust valve closes. Start, of course, with the spring air and other thing, air, spring air, as in conventional engine. So, what are the advantages of electronically controlled exhaust valve actuation? Since the time and duration of the exhaust valve opens and remain opens, and the time when it closes is decided by the command signal from the CCU. Early opening the exhaust valve is a possibility, but not per, this is not available. It's a possibility, but not available. None of the engine is available. Late opening is a possibility, and it is available. Remember this. It's a possibility, but not available. Cannot be done. As the things stand today, early opening of the valve is not possible. No, is not cannot be carried out in the engine. Although, if you want this, you can amend the software and you can make it possible. But engine maker has not made it possible, so it is not available. Late opening is a possibility and is available. Early closing of the exhaust valve is a possibility and is available. Is possible, available. Late closing of the exhaust valve is possibility and is available. All right. Unlike conventional MCC engine, when opening time and closing time of the exhaust valve is predetermined and cannot be changed, exhaust valve opening and closing time is a controllable parameter in MCC engine. So, what is the effect of early closing of the exhaust valve? What is the effect of early closing of the exhaust valve? When the exhaust valve is closed early, that is the timing of the closing are advanced, central compression, that means PCOM will rise. What is the effect of late closing of the exhaust valve? When the exhaust valve is closed late, That is the timing of the closing are delayed or retarded, central compression pressure, peak compression will drop, peak pressure will fall. Exhaust valve opening time is a controllable parameter, but that option is not available to the operator. Opening of the exhaust valve can be delayed but cannot be advanced. All right. What is the effect of late opening of the exhaust valve? The exhaust valve open late, is delayed, then it is retarded, P-comp shall rise. We know the effect of early and late closing of the exhaust valve. What effect it has on running of the engine? Actually, you should know that there is a maximum deviation, Pmax and Mcom allowed by the engine maker, recommended, which is anywhere between 25 to 38 bars. All right. It also depends on the engine load. In general, higher the engine load, lower must be the difference between the peak pressure and the compression pressure. So if you're running at the maximum load, maximum capacity, maximum engine MCR, you have to make sure that Pmax minus Pcom is not more than 25 bar. Normally, reducing Pmax is not recommended because higher the Pmax, higher the efficiency, lower the SFC, lower the specific fuel consumption. So you can increase the Pmax, Pcom. How to increase the Pcom? By closing the exhaust valve early. So the difference between Pmax minus Pcom is maintained with Pmax maximum possible allowed. So you are making the engine make a recommended values, parameter you keeping within the values. Because this is to avoid mechanical stresses. All right. It is same on the MCC engine also, same on MVC engine also. Because engine is same. All right. Isn't it marvelous? We shall learn more can be achieved in another module. All right. Now module 6 is finished. Module begin module 7.